Today I just really want to talk about my pregnancy journey. And I guess if I'm being honest, y'all, I probably avoided this video because I am 16, basically 16 to 17 months postpartum. So it's like, why are you talking about that now? But I feel like I avoided it because I was like, no one's gonna care, you know? And that's the one thing that I'm learning this year, like, do it anyway. Hey you guys, my name is Key. My channel is Key Talks. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your first time. I am a 27-year-old first time mom to one baby girl who is 1 year old. Even if I get 10 views, it's like, so what? It's still my story, my journey, and I deserve to share that because somebody may be going through the same thing that I went through, and I just want to talk about it. So let's just get right into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go. Basically, just to go in, I want to just start off rip. I did not make it to 9 months of pregnancy, y'all. So yes, you were pregnant for 9 months. That's how it should be. That's not what happened for me. But the thing is, we knew that that was a possibility going in. So that's the first thing. Make sure you figure out your family history because that plays an important role. Not saying that you can't beat the odds, because you can. Prayer, but also taking care of yourself, because I will admit I don't think I was really taking care of myself the way I should have. And because this pregnancy was not planned, it was just like we jumped right in, and it was just like, okay, I'm pregnant, like we're doing this, the baby's here, like, you know. Wasn't even taking prenatals. Like when I found out I was pregnant, I was 6 weeks, y'all. 6 weeks pregnant. That's already past the first month, so I was already well into about to be 2 months pregnant. Didn't know, so I had to jump and start taking prenatals right away, because I know when people plan, they start taking it before they even conceive, which is supposed to help. But thankfully, you know, I jumped on it as soon as I could. Now my mom had a history of preeclampsia, and with both her pregnancies, with me and my brother. But the thing is, when I tell you I had an identical pregnancy to my mom, it's like God works in mysterious ways, because I truly believe God did this way because it would feel familiar, but not even just because of that. Like the story behind it is basically, I told God, well, I didn't tell God, I used to say, like, speak out of my mouth, like, you know how we always do it. I want to be married by this. I want to do this. I want to do this. I told myself I wanted to have my first child at the age of 25. Y'all, I kid you not. I gave birth August 26th at 7:06. My birthday is August 27th. I turned 26 that year when my daughter was born, the next day. But God was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna be funny, and he literally delivered, because I was just speaking. But the thing is, when you speak, this is why you have to be careful, because whatever you speak can come to fruition. And God literally allowed me to become a mother at the age of 25, even though I only had about 5 hours left until I was 26. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there because that was the funniest thing when I remembered. I used to say that all the time. But yeah, my mom had me in August. I had my child in August. So let me tell you, so we found out basically, like I said, in the 2nd month of pregnancy. So I really wasn't pregnant that long, but when I tell y'all, I felt like I was pregnant for years. Like I'm small, I'm a small person, so it's like sometimes when small people get pregnant, it's a lot. And when I tell y'all, I also believe God did this for me, because I truly don't believe, like, obviously if I did make it to 9 months, God was gonna be there with me. But because of the amount of pressure I was feeling, like I was out of breath, y'all. And I know that's like I'm not gonna say normal. There's some women who slay pregnancy, but this wasn't it for me. I didn't slay. Like, thankfully, with my mother-in-law and my husband, they helped me get my hair done, going into, I believe, like the 4th to 5th month of my pregnancy. But if it wasn't for that, y'all, I was not slaying. It was giving, I was drowning. But yeah, I experienced 6 months of pregnancy, y'all. So I gave birth literally entering into my 7th month. Well, I didn't give birth. I had an emergency C-section, you guys. So basically, I suffered high blood pressure through the pregnancy. Not right away, but I was on a lot of medication. The pregnancy was just tiring for me, which is why I would like to try again in the future if God blesses that, because I want to try to actually put more effort into the pregnancy and enjoy it. Like, I really thought, you know, you just imagine, you think you're gonna enjoy it. And I love my daughter more than anything. I'm happy that I had her, but I did not enjoy the pregnancy, y'all. That's just as real as I could make it. Like, I was tired, I was drained. All the medications, the thousands of appointments, because of the fact that they had me on high risk. I had to be seen so much, like, and it was like my regular OBGYN, but then I had to go to maternal fetal medicine, and that one was so far. It was like an hour drive going and then coming. It was a lot. So the thousands of appointments just wasn't it for me. And at that point, I was just getting tired of them having to do them ultrasounds. I was happy when they would come and just put it on my stomach, but them other ones, I was not happy with that. I'm like, oh my God, like, I gotta do this again. But yeah, so I was on like 3 different medications. I was taking like aspirin because I would have headaches, but then I was taking blood pressure medication. I think they started me on nifedipine, but let me tell y'all right now, for me, nifedipine did not work. When I tell you my heart felt like it was having palpitations, I felt like I was dying. Like, absolutely not. And I felt like I was crazy, but I'm like, no, I can't do this. So they put me on labetalol, which that one was okay. It was better, but nifedipine, no. Whenever I hear that term, I'm like, don't even tell me that. I don't want that. Of course, they couldn't do any kind of one because I needed one that was safe for the pregnancy. And then I had to take progesterone because I was having issues with like I forgot what it was for, my cervix. It was something. I was just having a complication in the beginning that they were trying to fix, like to make sure the baby stays up there, you know. And then something with the placenta, but that one reversed itself on its own, which the doctor already knew that would happen. But yeah, like when I switched to the labetalol, everything was good. Like first trimester, bad morning sickness. Like when I before we even found out I was pregnant, I thought I had the flu. Like, I was sick, and I had to just stop working the new job I just had. I had a job for a week, y'all, and the whole time I didn't even know I was pregnant, and I was just sick. And I was like, oh my God, I can't go back to work. Found out I was pregnant, but I was throwing up. Before that, I haven't thrown up since like the age of like 7. So it was bad. I was throwing up a lot of smells, especially like smoke. When people smoking, it made me so nauseous. I ate a lot during the pregnancy. I can say that's what really opened my appetite. I went from 103 pounds, because during the beginning of the pregnancy I was like barely 100 pounds, but I made it to like, I was like 140 something. I gained a good amount of weight. I did. I gained like basically 40 pounds. Even though Koi still came out so small, I could never like understand that. So I'm like, how big was the placenta, or what was going on, the fluids and everything? Because I got big. I looked big, felt big. I'll put a little picture or a video if I could find it. But Koi, when she was born, because I gave birth at 28 weeks basically literally entering, that day was my 7th month beginning. So I was entering the 3rd trimester. 2nd trimester, I loved it. Even though the pregnancy was hard on me, I was finally able to, I wasn't throwing up, I felt better, I had energy, I was able to do things, you know. Wasn't so big yet, but coming to them last days, going to the last days of the 6th month into the 7th month, entering the 3rd trimester, I felt big. I couldn't. And basically they didn't rush me. I had to go to the hospital because of my 28-week checkup. My blood pressure was sky high. They checked it like 3 times and it kept going high. I'm talking about like 170, 180 over like 100, 120. Like, it was high. Like, basically like you can have a stroke. We gotta fix this. So that's what that was. So that's how I got admitted, and I was there for about 2 days. We already knew I was gonna do the C-section. The C-section wasn't bad. I'll do another video on the C-section because I want to talk about that experience. It wasn't bad, but the recovery was I didn't like it. But yeah, I only was pregnant up until my 28th week. Koi came 28 weeks and 2 days, and she was born at 2 pounds and 13 inches. She was very small. And yeah, we had a like 95-day NICU stay, so she was there for 3 months. And that's another video I'll do, because that was just you gotta be prepared. Well, I don't even know what could make you prepared for that, but I would just say pray. Definitely allow God to help you during your pregnancy. Definitely having a supportive partner, because if it wasn't for Marlon, I'm telling y'all, that pregnancy was just too much. I'm happy he was there with me every appointment, every step of the way. Because child, please, I pray when I witness that, I pray for the women who have to do this alone, because it's not easy at all, and you shouldn't have to do it alone. But yeah, pregnancy just wasn't what I imagined it, but I would like to try to experience it again to see if I could have a better one. But yeah, that's my story. If you have any questions, drop it down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to your girl, and I'm gonna see you on the next video.